Well, as I'm sure you're aware, police and other law enforcement officials have been deployed across various parts of Gauteng and KwaZulu-Natal today. This follows threats of a national shutdown, calling for the removal of President Cyril Ramaphosa. We'll remember, of course, in July, violent looting in Gauteng and KwaZulu-Natal. It left over 300 people dead, billions of rands in damage and losses. But is there any credibility to today's threats? Our reporter Barry Bateman joins me now for more. Hello, Barry. So, of course, police very cautious after what happened in July, where, by all accounts, they underestimated the threats. But has anything really materialised today to show that this was anything more than a hashtag campaign?
Yeah, good afternoon, Sally. Well, no, nothing has materialised. And speaking to my sources in crime intelligence and other intelligence structures, they say that there was, in fact, no credible threat, that there was going to be some form of mobilisation today to bring about this national shutdown. But the people I've spoken to regarding to analyse this deployment that we've seen, they say that the deployment was not in vain because it did serve a very practical purpose. For one instance, it showed that the police, firstly, are taking these threats of national security very seriously. You'll recall just nearly 2 months ago, they didn't take these threats very seriously, and we saw what happened. Here they're coming out and they're showing you, well, yes, we are concerned about your safety, we are concerned about the safety of the country. The other aspect is that they want to show that they can be up and ready in good time when information becomes available about such a threat. So while it does appear that the threat is not tangible at this stage, that it is not a credible threat, the police have come out to show that it does have the manpower, the capacity, and it is in a position to respond appropriately should the need be. And just to allay those fears, we're dealing with social media viral campaigns, people who are spreading information, misinformation rather, mindlessly, that raises the concerns and the anxiety of many people in the country, the police going out to allay those fears with various campaigns around the country. But I put together this little package on this question about the intelligence and the approach of the police. Take a listen. Last month, the police got caught with their proverbial pants down. Now, they've mobilized across the country in response to viral social media messages calling for another nationwide shutdown. Is the show of force justified, or are the authorities trying to save face?
It's a bit of both, say some analysts. eNCA's police sources say there is in fact no credible threat that a shutdown is being organised. But just over a month after riots crippled parts of Gauteng and KwaZulu-Natal, context is an important consideration.
They have to be seen to be taking any threat to national security and public safety seriously. When they underestimated the intentions and the capability of their adversary before, they suffered what we call a strategic surprise. Nobody can allow that to happen once again. So, twofold message then. One, that you're dealing with a capable, determined state.
De Klerk says the second message is to assure the public that the authorities are ready and prepared. The Institute for Security Studies, Yaki Saliers, says the mobilization on Monday has also demonstrated the difficulty the state faces in dealing with social media and the hype it creates.
It has become a source of disinformation, whether it's around vaccines, whether it's about insurrection and mobilization, that really is a cause of concern, I think, in a responsible society. People are not dealing with responsible media.
The police agree, but say they are nonetheless keeping a close eye on the situation.
We are managing a fear-mongering driven by faceless people. But as law enforcement agencies in the province, we are more than ready.
The country can least afford another costly round of riots, which is why the police appear to be erring on the side of caution and letting the public know another spate of violence will not be tolerated. Barry Bateman, Johannesburg.